Regan Slaymaker for International Boxing News, and I'm joined by my mate Maiseyrose Courtney at the Matchroom Gym. Maisie, how are you today, mate?
I'm alright, how are you?
I'm all good, mate. All the better. Well, all the better for hearing you got ordered for the European title, mate. I was going to say I was buzzing to hear that, but before we get into that, you're back, April 27th. First fight of 2024. You must be really excited, mate.
Yeah, I can't wait, to be honest. I feel like I've been in camp for ages. Do you know what I mean? I've done a camp, got injured, didn't box. I've done a whole nother camp. I think I've been in camp for like 9 weeks. I'm not punch drunk yet, so we're doing alright. And I feel good, strong, very strong, and I feel ready to go, yeah.
Definitely. You just said to me off camera that you said that you've aged. I think you mean matured, Maisie, and you were like, yeah, I definitely don't mean I've aged during this camp. But no, you mentioned the minor injury, I think minor setback, but they're all good going into this fight on April.
No, matured's a good word, but I definitely feel like I've aged. No, I definitely feel like I've aged, but I feel strong. I feel like I've learnt more, so much more in this last few weeks than I have in my whole boxing career, to be honest. And listening to Tony and watching the boys in the gym, I feel confident. I feel really confident, yeah.
Definitely. I mean, I've just watching Joe Cordina do pads for the first time. It's absolutely unreal, and you obviously experience that every day, mate. I do want to touch on your opponent, if I say her name, Giuseppina de Stefano, 2-time European title challenger, just lost to Lauren Parker. I mean, another step up for yourself, mate, in only your, this is really bad of me, sixth fight, there we go. I didn't need research for that one.
So you're my mate, I don't even know what I'm on, Regan. What's going on?
I did get it right.
No, yeah, do you know what? I haven't really looked too much of her, to be honest. I'm not that kind of person that goes home and researches people. Do you know what I mean? I like going.
Leave that to me.
It's like you're having a fight in a pub, do you know what I mean? Like, you ain't going to be like, oh, what you won, what you ain't won. Do you know, you go in there, you have a scrap, and that's what I like to do. You know, but I'm stepping up. How many fights she's had? 9, lost 2, something like that. It's a good step up, it looks good on paper. And then this is just someone that's going to get me warmed up for the bigger and better things that's coming. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely, we'll talk about those big and better things as well. Obviously, I feel like I was very, very happy when I saw the news that you got ordered for the European Flyweight title. Chloe Watson's the champion. I mean, huge news for yourself, mate, in just your 6th fight.
Yeah, it's big. It is big, isn't it? I see it. And I was like, I know she's been saying to a lot of people and after her fights and all that, so she wants dancing partners and all this malarkey, do you know what I mean? And like, I've known her for a good few years. Like, we've been on the England team together, like, we've been like around each other for a while, do you know what I mean? And yeah, it's exciting. Yeah.
Definitely, mate. And of all the kind of the domestic opponents that I think we've spoken about this before, I mean, I don't think there's a female fighter that's being called out as much as you at the moment on Twitter. I think Maylee's Gangloff tried to have a go the other day as well. But I mean, this is a fight that this could genuinely happen. It's not all noise. This fight is genuinely a fight that yourself and Chloe would want as well.
Yeah, it's definitely a fight that's definitely in the pipeline, do you know what I mean? And I remember Tony said, I got an email, I was like, oh yeah, it's like, you've been ordered to fight Chloe Watson for the EBU, do you want it? I was like, yeah, of course I want it. Like, I didn't even second guess it, do you know what I mean? And yeah, I don't know why everyone keeps calling that. What's her name?
Maylee's Gangloff, yeah.
That's it. That one well shot me, yeah, because I was like, oh, whatever. I was on Instagram and it was like, she commented underneath it and I just thought she was being supportive, yeah? And I was like, thank you, whatever, like trying to be all nice. Skye texted me on Twitter, she's called me out going, oh yeah, who wants to see me fight Maiseyrose on the 27th, blah blah blah. And then I've already got an opponent, do you know what I mean? And she's telling everyone that I'm ducking her and all this. I'm like, leave it out, babe. I didn't even know who you was, do you know what I mean? But God knows, must be doing something right. Or I'm easily beat, do you know what I mean? Either or, fuck knows.
Well, I actually mentioned that fight to Tony because I actually think, because Maylee's Gangloff, a lot of people think she got the decision against Ebony Bridges not too long ago. So I was saying I wasn't actually against the fight, but Tony informed me that you're already matched in a step up as well with a girl who I think is fought higher than Maylee's Gangloff as well. So fair play to you, mate, as well. And obviously you put a post out yesterday, flying in camp. You've just told me this is one of the best camps you've done as well. But the sparring for this camp, you've got Lauren Parker and obviously European champion Ruth Huntley, Fran Hennessy, obviously former opponent Kate Radomska. Yeah, talk to me about those spars, mate.
Yeah, it's good. It's fun. It's good sparring. You know, I've been proper stepping it up this like sparring wise, like rounds. How many rounds are doing? Because we know big things are coming. You know, like win this fight, win the next fight. I could be fighting for a world title after that. Do you know what I mean? And that's when you're in deep, deep waters. So I've been in camp 9 weeks. Been sparring about 8 weeks. I think I've done like over 140 rounds of sparring this camp alone. Not even the last one, including the last one. This one alone. I feel good. Everyone's trying to beat me up, do you know what I mean? And I like it, I don't mind it. gets me going. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely, mate. Mate, we've spoken about off camera, and there's obviously sometimes, obviously we know the women's division is not as deep as the men's code as well. But obviously, can finding sparring in and around your weight be a little bit difficult to kind of set those up?
It is actually, to be honest. I'll tell you a story. Yeah, you can keep this in because it is quite funny, to be honest. Yeah. So I asked to fight Laura Payne for the British. Yeah. She said no for whatever reason. It's fair enough, you know what I mean? So I texted her, I'll show you, it's on my phone. I texted her, I was like, mate, listen, there's no one around us for us to spar, yeah? I texted her, if you don't want to fight me, can you at least spar me? Do you know what I mean? At least do me a favour of doing that, do you know what I mean? I ain't going to fight for God knows, probably never will now, do you know what I mean? And she was like, no, whatever. And I was like, alright, whatever. So I'm like, having to find people to spar that's around my weight, because I'm literally, no one's around this weight other than people that are fighting like a few months or whatever. Oh, it's dramas, mate. Absolute dramas. Does my nut in.
I mean, it works wonders for yourself, because then you end up have to have those tougher rounds with Skye Nicolson as well. I know you've done rounds with Nina Hughes before as well. Obviously, I mean, it's a credit to you for kind of you don't kind of dwell on it too much. You just go in there with those fighters who are at world level already. Yeah,
I ain't bothered about that, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? And my coach don't bother by it. I think last Friday I was sparring someone that's 20 kilos heavier than me. I've sod that, mate. Do you know what I mean? But they're the things that build you and make you champions. Do you know what I mean? If I'm able to stand there toe to toe with someone that's bigger than me, stronger than me, more experienced than me, do you know what I mean? And get beat up a bit. I know for a fact if I go in there, I ain't gonna get beat up. You know, if I'm sparring the geezers, they're absolutely pummeling the life out of me. No woman, no one's going to be able to do that against me at any level. Do you know what I mean? So I love it, really. I just start fighting. Do you know what I mean?
I know you do, mate. And I mean, I think a lot of people, including me, love watching you fight as well. And I mean, actually, one person I have missed out of the spars is, well, I say my old sparring partner. She beat me up and then I never sparred her ever again, is Demi Sims. Oh, yeah. I mean, how is Demi getting along, obviously, kind of in this environment? I know she's ticking over as well at the moment.
Do you know what, yeah? The thing is with Demi, she's a handful, you know.
Oh, no, don't worry.
I was sparring with her the other day, like just messing around or whatever, getting a bit too cocky for myself, yeah. Messing around with hands down and all this, doing all the dancing and like, yeah. She'll ping the backhand, done me. Like, do you know what? I got a little bit like, I was like, I've got a bee in my body. I was like, you can't be hitting me like that. Like, what's that about? But she's good. She's a handful. You can see that she's been doing the work, do you know what I mean? And you can see her progressing and getting better and better every time. And that's all you want, really, isn't it, if you're doing boxing, whether it's for 1 week or 16 years or whatever. You're slowly progressing. She's an handful. She can punch and all. Yeah.
Oh, I know. I mean, I remember Tony saying that we were going to do a body spar, and then the next thing I got hooks going up my head. Yeah. So cheers, Debbie, for that, but not giving me a rematch yet, so I'm not too happy about it. But no, I do want to touch on kind of your mate Skye Nicolson, another winning the world WBC featherweight world title, and then also Ellie Scotney from around your area as well. I mean, if Skye's performance wasn't incredible, I think Ellie's was. They're both two excellent performances from two people who are really keeping. Obviously, I know Skye lives in the UK, and then Ellie from the UK, smashing it at the moment. Those two.
Yeah, Skye Nicolson, punch perfect, wasn't it? Do you know what? I'm in camp, yeah, and she's the only person that I'd stay up to watch. Do you know what I mean? Watching your best mate win a world title is almost as good as you're winning yourself one. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was living through her in that minute, and unbelievable. I never doubted her, never ever doubt Skye, but I was a little bit worried. Like, this bird, like, she took 2 rounds off Serrano, do you know what I mean? And the first round, I was watching it, I was like, so she's making it look well easy, this. And it started going the 4th round, 5th round, 6th round, and got to the 10th round, I was like, mate, and then she started doing that dancing. I was like, mate, she's absolutely smashed it. And Ellie Scotney as well, South London. Yeah, she brought it out, absolutely battered her. The women are smashing it, absolutely smashing it. I'm proud of them both, yeah.
Definitely. I mean, the Queen of Australia and then the Queen of Catford as well. We love to see it. Maisie, that was my final one, mate. Have you got any final words? Kind of. This is where I give you the mic, and I don't know where it's going to go. But Maisie, any final words headed into your fight April 27th, mate?
Do you know what? A lot of things went through my head in that minute when you asked me that question. No, I'm just excited for what's going to happen, you know. And big fights next. The Chloe Watson fight, it is a big fight, and I know she wants it, and I want it as well. Do you know what I mean? And if she wants to sit there and chat a little bit of shit, I can chat a lot of shit back. Do you know what I mean? If she wants to stir the pot, darling, I can stir the pot back. You know. But if you're gonna ask me how it ends up, fucking chinner.
Love it. Maiseyrose Courtney, thank you again for your time today, mate. And yeah, have a great session ahead of you, mate.
Thank
Cheers.
you.